And the results are in, folks, for... Well, we're going to get to that in a second. So, like a lot of you, I listen to a lot of videos in the background. I personally have YouTube Premium, so a lot of times my phone is on speaker while my phone is in my pocket. If you don't know, you can just like turn off the screen and just let it play, and it'll play like that. It's one of the features that you get. Or, I'm watching different people's takes on things throughout the day. And the majority of what I'm hearing about this movie is not good. I'm hearing that Warner Brothers does not have complete faith in this movie. I'm hearing that it is Superman meets Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, to many of you, that will be a good thing. And to many of you, that will be a bad thing. I'm hearing that reshoots are going on, and they are concerned. I've heard there's been a screening, and that about half the execs that were in the room hated it. Half liked it. Kind of reminds me of how when I did the poll on the suit, the fans were split. Almost the majority of the fans don't like the suit, at least in the poll that I did on my channel. However, it wasn't by much. Get what I'm saying? It was like 52% to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't believe how many people actually like this suit. What allows me to understand that people like the suit is just knowing human nature and knowing that people just have different tastes. You've been walking down the street before, and I heard a comedian say this, and you saw somebody pregnant, and you were like, you've had sex? All the guys know they've seen a chick pregnant, and women have seen a chick pregnant, and dudes would definitely think to themselves, who hit that? Who is hitting that? And the same is reversed. You'll see a dude with a girl, you're like, how the hell did he get a girl? Some people, certain characteristics look good. That's how I feel about this suit. I don't understand it, but I know that people have different tastes. You get it? So I understand it, while I may not technically understand how you could find that god-awful of a suit attractive on Superman, cool on Superman, fitting on Superman. That's kind of a pun there, isn't it? That baggy pajama. I'm sorry. I was about to go on a rant. So, heard that the reshoots going on are because they're like, fix it. And the trailer didn't have any dialogue other than him asking Crypto to take them home because they needed to put something out, but they didn't have any faith in the film at the time. Well, we've got this review. So it says here that Jeff Snyder says that he spoke to someone. So this is one review. Someone who watched a Superman screening. So this is not a finished screening. I mean, this is not a completely finished movie. This isn't the final product that we'll see. Because, of course, they show early screenings so they can put final touches on, which makes sense. Take away, add, what they need to do. David Cornsweet was a great Superman, the man says, or the person says. There were jokey moments, but they were well balanced, perfectly balanced, as all things should be, with drama, and was genuinely funny. And the movie knew when to get serious. Okay, that all sounds good so far. The movie was 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm fine with that. I believe that all great superhero movies should be 2 hours. Because I want to get enough of it. You know what I'm saying? 90 minutes always feels too short for me. I need good 2 hours or more of fun. You guys got to remember, back in the day, Hollywood would put out epic movies. And wait a second. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Epic movies like the Ten Commandments. How long is the Ten Commandments movie? 3 hours and 40 minutes. 3 hours and 40 minutes. How long is Ben-Hur? 3 hours and 32 minutes. See? These movies were great movies. I am fine with 3-4 hour movies. I am totally fine with that. I do not have a problem with that. Okay? I was watching something on a movie the other day. It was a big movie. Like in the recent 10 years, something like that. And they cut the time to turn tables. Now, if you've ever waited tables before, they talk about turning tables. The faster you can get your customers in, fed, and out, the more money you make. See, to them, it's just a damn machine. And I hate that. Give the movie its time. If a director can tell a story in 90 minutes and it be epic, then okay. If they need 2.5 hours to do it, let them do it. If they need 3 hours, let them do it. If they need 4 hours, let them do it. It's the quality of the product that will bring people in. You know what I'm saying? It brought them in for 10 Commandments and Ben-Hur. But anyway, so what do I say to this? I say that I hope this person is correct. Because if half of the execs did not like it and half of my fan base do not like the suit, if the suit is any indication of how great the movie will be, because I told you before, Christopher Nolan created the Batmobile first. I thought that was fascinating when I heard that story. He created the Batmobile first and then built the movie around that. So you understood the groundedness of it, the technology, where they were going, the feel of what this Batman was going to be. If the suit is any indication of how they built the movie, I am not expecting this to be a hit at all. Everybody's suits pretty much look wonky, even though they may be comic accurate in certain aspects, especially Mr. Terrific he's like, but just because something is comic accurate doesn't mean it works on the big screen. Doesn't mean everything's going to work on the big screen. I hope to God that this is so good that I forget about the suit. And I'm just like, yo, man, the way they played this, I forgot about the suit. That's what I want to do when I walk through here. Okay? I am concerned that this movie is going to get a 2.5 to a Stone Cold Steve Austin from me. Very concerned that is what's going to happen. But we'll just have to wait and see. So we've got a good verdict from this one person. James Gunn told us that The Flash was one of the greatest superhero movies he's ever seen. Okay? You can't always take one person's opinion as fact. You got to kind of have a track record of being right. Like me. That's why so many people come to my videos to get the movie review. They're like, hey, the dude has been honest with us. Okay? I have a track record of being very honest with you guys about my opinions. Okay? And there's many of you, I see your comments. You're like, yo, man, I don't go see a movie unless you say it's good. Like, we agree on I've been watching you for years and we agree on almost every single movie that you've ever, you know what I mean? So you can do that. You don't have to. Hey, listen, there was a point in time where I would watch a Jeremy Jahns review before I went to see a movie. If Jeremy didn't like it, I'd be like, no. I'll never forget it. When me and my ex were together, I'll never forget, she got off work and we were supposed to go see Skyline. And I saw the review he did for Skyline. And I was like, I don't know, babe. And she was like, what? She was like, Jeremy didn't like it. I was like, he didn't like it. She's like, no. And I'm like, I know. I was like, the trailer looked so cool. It's like, let's go see it anyway, though. You never know. We might have different tastes. We got there, we saw that movie, and it was a big old piece of trash. He was right. But over the years, like to now, I've disagreed with Jeremy on certain movies, but the majority of the time, he's right there with me. He's right there with me. And guess what? He's the first person I go to watch a movie review after I do my own. And I'm always pleased because I'm like, he mentioned that. I mentioned it. He mentioned, yup, exactly. I'm like, I've gotten so much better over the years with my movie reviews. It's nice to know that a lot of my opinions line up with some of the great YouTubers out there that do movie reviews. Usually I have to wait for the drinker. The drinker, I don't know, over there in the UK, I don't think they get the movies the way we do. But anyway, post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think about this. Do you believe this review or do you not? 10 million subscribers. Woo!